Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Heel Fan News. We have some exciting guests for you this evening.
It better not be that damn table because.
I forgot to mention, I've been getting threatened a lot by a lot of wrestlers that come on here, and I got me a personal insurance policy.
Are we cousins anyway?
No, you're not. This is Big Daddy Gaddy. Remember the name, because it will sound the same.
Tall cup of water. You sure no distant cousin? No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we got a special guest with us today. We're going to be discussing a show that's going to happen here at the Yack, second time. You guys remember?
29th.
If you guys remember Attack at the Yack last year, well, here's Attack at the Yack 2. And we're not only just going to talk about that, but we're also going to talk about comic books. And let me introduce our guest, Tony Miello.
How you doing?
Thank you for coming on the show again.
Thanks for having me.
So we have the comic book convention before the wrestling show.
Right, Michigan Comic Book Expo.
All right. So, like, what comic people are we going to be there?
Well, we'll have our big guest is Dave Acosta, who's done a lot of work for Dynamite Comics.
Okay.
Dirk Manning from Ohio. He does Nightmare World for Image. He's done a lot of stuff, Tales of Mystery for Devil's Due. El Ardo Press will be there, John Marquin and Chris Sanchez with their new book, Mariachi. Jay Fosgit, who does a lot of covers for Marvel Comics. There's going to be just a whole slew of comic creators there.
Well, that's awesome. I was at last year's, and I had a lot of fun.
It's
I
a good
appreciate that you invited me in and let me do what I tried to attempt to do, which was get interviews. But, you know, at the last one, some of the wrestlers you booked to show up for some autographs they kind of didn't show up until late. So interviews was very non-existent
right.
At that one. So hopefully they show up for this one. But you got some big names, speaking of wrestlers, that are going to be there autographing. Can you explain who these big names are?
Yeah, well, we got coming in this year, Ken Anderson, known as Mr. Kennedy, will be in signing autographs all through the Comic Expo, as well as Jim the Anvil Neidhart will be on hand also, and the legendary Ron Simmons.
Wow, great names. We know that this is going in the second year for Attack of the Yack and the Expo and everything. What do you expect this year that you didn't expect from last year?
Well, I think this year, since people know what to expect from the event, I think it's been getting a lot more word of mouth. I mean, we've been getting a lot more emails coming in with questions, a lot more shares on Facebook. So I think people are getting excited because they know what the event is now. So I'm expecting a much bigger attendance. And also this year, what we've done is combine the two events. So when you come in for the Michigan Comic Book Expo, your admission automatically gets you a general admission ticket to Attack at the Yack. So one price gets you in for both events.
Wow.
That's something you do not want to miss, people.
Well, you know, you're using the same company that you used last year, XICW.
Yep, XICW, best wrestling in Michigan.
Well, to us, it's the best in the Midwest.
Best in the Midwest.
That's how
Okay,
Heel
there you
Fan
go.
News feels. They
That's
feel
how-
that
that's
these
how
are
we
the top
roll, okay.
boys. So, you know, we're going to have guys like Sabu returning.
Yeah, Sabu will be there. Sabu might be there for the Comic Expo also, signing autographs.
Oh, wow, there you guys go, man.
And I have it on good authority that the mysterious Movado will be there all day.
You know, he was there last year.
Yes, he
doing
was.
This, so that was awesome.
As well as Johnny Devine.
Oh, wow.
I was just about to bring that one.
Former X Division champion and the current XICW light heavyweight champion.
Yes, he is. You know, he just beat Joey Ryan a couple of nights ago at Best in Detroit 20. So you're also going to have the Best in Detroit, Gavin Quinn.
Yep.
He is the best because what man shows up to a wrestling company, says he's going to win a championship, and then walks out winning
With
that
the
said
championship.
championship. Yeah. And now he's their top dog. He's
Yeah.
their
The
Midwest heavyweight champion. He's come a long way since joining them. We're also going to have some Impact talent in the house, huh?
Yeah, there's quite a few Impact
All right,
talent.
we got Jake Something, who made his debut on
Yep.
Impact. Hakeem Zayn.
This past week, a matter of fact.
Hakeem Zayn and Idris Abraham were a
Yeah.
tag team, so
They
I
will
hope to
be
see
there.
them tag there. We're eventually hoping to see our championship, the Downriver title on that card.
That'd be awesome.
So
Anything's possible.
we would love to see,
Stay
because
tuned.
it happens to be our #1 contender, Dre Jacobs, is scheduled to show up there. So
Whoa. Are we
Yeah.
foreshadowing something?
yeah,
I think
I
I
don't
need to make a
know.
phone call.
I know Hytower is the current champion, so and they've met before.
Oh, yeah?
So they met in Proving Ground. So and that didn't turn so good out for Atlas. So
No.
that happens. But I understand you're seeing them a little intimidated here. This is my personal
when
insurance
I came in,
policy.
I was a little put off. I didn't understand why you had to put this buffer in between
well,
us.
it's
I
lately.
came here and I just saw him standing there, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And
Well-
he told me not to worry about
And
it.
you know what's really intimidating is the man has just been like looking at me. He hasn't said a word. So I've been in the building about a half hour, and he's just been watching me. Hasn't said a word the whole night.
Because
so-
lately I've had a lot of people come on this show and threaten me. And I am a big talent here, folks. Wyandotte Cable, this show is must-see TV. It is.
That it is.
So, we're the best cable show here in Wyandotte.
That is true.
There's another show called The Mud Puppets. They've been sending me threatening letters because I told them I was going to come out on about this.
Yeah.
So, and then of course I had some wrestlers on here who have threatened me, and he's not cheap. I'll tell you that. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to pay you. Darn it. Here you go. All right, so we're good to go. Yeah, so
Give
I'm
me
protected tonight.
money. Give me money.
Well, I give you something else. Remember.
Hey.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I didn't introduce him. This is Big Daddy Gaddy. Now, if you don't know, you should know. This man can powerbomb you straight to hell, straight up. So
Frightening.
Here.
I saw him take this guy named Taco Man, send him 6 feet in the air, and send him 12 feet down in the ground. So that's why when I thought of an insurance policy,
Did
this
he
was the
take his
man to
food
pick.
after?
Huh?
Did he take his food after?
He already threw it at him. There was nothing to take. Anyways, so Attack at the Yack 2 is going to be just across the street at the Yack.
At the Yack Arena, July 29th.
Can we get the cameraman to zoom in on this flyer really quick? Let me make sure I don't have nothing covered here. So there you guys have it.
Bang.
There's the names. Look at that. MichiganComicBookExpo.com is where you want to go to get your advanced seated tickets.
Oh, you forgot something though.
What's up?
We'll be in the house.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Heel Fan News will be
You- you
represented at the expo.
You
I
invited
hope.
us there
Yep.
again this year, so hopefully we can get a lot this year. I want to work with the comic book people as well. I met a lot of
Don't be
good
afraid
guys
to
last
come
year.
and say
so.
hi to us. We'll
Oh,
be there
definitely.
all day.
And don't forget, hey, Tony Miello is one of the top-notch comic book artists,
Yes.
I feel. And not just comic book, but he does really good on everything else. If you need something drawn really good, there's a man to call right there. It's like I said, we have a lot of good names. Joe Coleman, another. Ain't he supposed to be debuting on Impact soon?
I think he already did.
Did he? I don't get Pop, or whatever channel they're on. I don't get that channel. And don't forget MM3 and DB8 at Monroe's. Now, that's a good tag
They'll
team.
probably be defending their titles
If they still have them by then,
by then, yeah.
because there's a lot of people gunning for them. We had a tag team on the last show that would like to take a crack at them. So the Totally Radicals. I keep messing up their name.
Totally radical.
Yeah, Totally Radicals.
You can't forget about Mark Jokler and his new tag team. Well, tag team that aligned with him. Super Future will be in the house.
Those guys are pretty dominant too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, you know me. There's no future fronting super something. I messed that up. It doesn't matter. Anyways, Jay Maynard's going to be in the crib.
Dr. Repsia. I think I know him a little personally.
Yeah, we know him personally. Look above my head. We know him very personally.
I think my hair's still
Yeah, we did some things. Yeah, he disappeared on us. There was 2 of them at one time. I remember that.
Still haven't found the other one.
Hey, my old college lover, Sweet Willie Watts. I mean, an old buddy of mine named Sweet Willie Watts. Sorry. Did I really go there?
Is there something you want to tell me?
No, there's nothing I want to tell you. So, like I said, then go to Michigan Comic Book Expo.
Michigan Comic Book Expo, look for the links for Eventbrite. Tickets are on sale at Eventbrite. There are still a few front row seats left if you want to jump on those, but I would act quick because they're almost gone.
And like it's general admissions all at the door. You don't need to.
Yeah,
get in
general
the van?
admission at the
Okay.
door. We got front, second, and floor seats for sale at Eventbrite. We also have a VIP package this year, which gets you front row seats as well as autographs from all our guests and a limited edition poster and I think maybe a couple other little trinkets, little souvenirs. So.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you're doing something, I don't care.
Cancel it.
Yeah,
This
because
is where
this
you
is
wanna
the
be.
show. You know, I heard that XICW is on a certain company's radar, and they've decided to have a freaking house show the same day.
No, it's not a house show.
It's not?
It's a major pay-per-view,
Uh,
which is
On a Saturday?
which is fine because those tickets are going to be ridiculously priced.
yeah, well, you can
So
get...
you want to see good wrestling without all the silly commercial interruptions and ridiculous backstage nonsense that interrupts the action while you're sitting in that arena? This is where you want to be.
Hey, you said ridiculous. Are you dropping a hint to us that there might be a little ridiculoso at this one?
I never know.
You never know who's going to be here because just because you saw the flyer doesn't mean that's everybody that's going to be there. Everybody shows up when there's a good time about to
yeah.
happen. So the Comic Book Expo is before. That starts at...
Comic Expo starts at noon and goes till 6. Wrestling starts at around 6 there or so, 6:30, and we'll go till they wrap up. And a lot of the vendors from the Comic Expo will actually stay open while the matches are going on. So, you come to the show with some kids and they want to go check out some toys or some comics, it'll all be there for them.
Yeah, so yeah, you told me the setup this year will be a lot different.
Yeah, a lot different. The
So
ring will
that's-
be in the center of the building, underneath the scoreboard.
Nice.
And we'll have the big bleachers opened up, so there'll be plenty of seating, plenty of general admission seating. So be sure to come out. We're not going to. We hopefully won't be able to. We won't have to turn anybody away. We should have plenty of tickets for everyone.
So remember, it's Saturday, July 29th.
You do not want to miss it. people.
Starts at noon, probably ends past midnight.
Right quick, before we wrap up out of here, where could the fans of wrestling and the Comic Book Expo find you?
Find me personally. You
Yes.
can find me on Facebook at The Art of Tony Miello. You can also look for the Michigan Comic Book Expo and Attack at the Yack on Facebook and get all of the updates for events that are happening and all the updates for what's going on with the wrestling. Just check us out and give us a like.
We're going to show a match from last year's.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So you fans will get to see what last year looked like.
I wasn't
So,
there, so this
yeah.
will be my first time seeing this, but I will be there this year.
So sit tight. Match is coming next.
Bow.
Look at that, Joe coming right out of the ring onto Idris Abraham.
Can somebody light the lot signal? Because Joel Coleman is on the scene.
That's right, the genetic jackpot.
The Tan Lantern. The man with more nicknames.
Weapon Flex.
Weapon Flex.
And he's going after Gigolo Mark Joker. This is a handicap match. Former tag team partners.
Yeah, the men, two members of the team, Halal Beefcake.
Halal Beefcake.
Both of these men were originally mentored by Mr. Joka and
That's right. Joe Coleman came up here from Michigan from Ohio Valley Wrestling. And he's made quite a remark, former Midwest champion. Mark Joka, the third man in this match, can't be taken lightly. Mark Joka's held titles all over the state of Michigan, trained at Al Snow's Body Slammers Gym with Truth Martini.
yeah, Mr. Joka is known for joining us in commentary, usually on XICW Proving Ground. I'm not sure. It's been quite a few years since he's been in the ring, is it not, Huck?
Yeah, maybe not quite that long, but once you start managing, you concentrate on managing. So he's not used to getting back in the ring. But like I said, you can't underestimate Mark Joka.
No, and you can't turn your back on him either. which Joe Coleman has right now and may learn that painful lesson.
Yeah, Mark Joker's a sneaky individual. And I know Joe Coleman wants a piece of Mark Joker. He's right up. And I know when he gets his hands on him, he's going to tear Mark Joker a new, yeah.
Oh, he's been looking forward to that, especially since the last XICW Best in Detroit at the Imperial House, where
Look at that, a low shot to the leg of Joe Coleman.
And
That's Mark Joker.
And those type of underhanded moves, well, theoretically underhanded. I mean, Joker's a client of mine, so I can't speak too ill of him. But he did theoretically or allegedly use some sort of incendiary device in the face of Joe Coleman at their last event, and I guarantee you Joe Coleman has not forgotten about that.
Yeah, I saw that. He threw fire. Let's just call it what it is. He threw fire into the face of Joe Coleman.
It was a miracle. Did you see fire emerge?
Yes, I saw fire emerge. And being from Detroit, I've seen fire thrown many times.
Looks like Mark Joker has still has a few tricks under his sleeve.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have a figure 4 leg lock right in the center of the ring.
Like I said, Mark Joker's held titles all over the state of Michigan and Ohio, so he's no newcomer to the game of professional wrestling.
Joe Coleman's going to have to get to the ropes, or will look to flip this move over to reverse the pressure.
Right before he was able to reverse it, he tagged back out to Idris Abraham. Idris Abraham has been getting around quite a bit lately, getting over to Canada, to Border City Wrestling for Scott D'Amore, and he's some competitor. He's working over Joe Coleman in the ropes with a knee to the back of the head. Referee counting, he has to break that hold, the count of 5.
Abraham knows he only has that. He has that 5 count. He's going to use every single second of that without getting disqualified. Mark Joker has really entrusted that sort of shady area of the rule book upon him.
Yeah, you admit it's shady.
It's more grayish, but it is still well within the rules.
I question that. Big European uppercut by Idris Abraham. Has Joe coming up on the top rope.
The XICW crowd getting behind Joe Coleman on this one. He is no doubt a fan favorite everywhere he goes.
And what a great crowd we have tonight here for the first time being at the Yack Arena in Wyandotte, Michigan. Excellent crowd for the first time. Big bulldog off the top rope. Both men are down. And here comes Mark Joker.
See, Mark Joker is a businessman, and a businessman knows when to pick his spots. And right now, he's picking a spot.
Yeah, I think he's mocking Joe Coleman doing those push-ups. This could cost Mark Joker and Idris Abraham.
All he's doing is getting in the head of Joe Coleman, trying to help advocate for his client.
That stiff forearm shot to the jaw of Joe Coleman. Big chop. Doesn't look like it's having much effect on the genetic jackpot, though. Boom! Huge clothesline. Almost taking the head off of Mark Joker.
I think Joe Coleman is enjoying it. This is the best birthday present he could have gotten right now, is this time alone
And
with
there we
Mark Joker in the
go.
ring.
That's his signature maneuver right there, putting the guy on the ropes and doing those push-ups. Here comes Idris Abraham.
Abraham is right in position for some more push-ups. Getting his workout in. Always likes to get a little pump before the match and sometimes during the match.
Joe Coleman has them both rocking and reeling. Wow, that big slam. And here comes Mark Joker to break it up.
See, even though Mark Joker is technically not supposed to be in the ring at this time, we cannot forget that this is a handicap match.
It's a handicap, but do they technically have to tag in and out?
Well, they were tagging to begin with, and that seems to have gone by the wayside.
Oh!
Turnabout is fair play.
We just saw the fire again. This time, Idris Abraham missed Joe Coleman, and it went into the face of Mark Joka. And Joe Coleman got the pin. And what did you call that? Incendiary?
It was an incendiary device.
A device.
Yes.
I saw fire.
Breyer's up. He's moving. All Breyer's got to do is put his arm over his chest, and we can see a count.
Maybe a draw.
Oh, nope. Atlas is rolled out of the way now. The King of Stats, another cutter out of nowhere. This could be it. 1, 2, no. That was 2 cutters in 1 match. And Breyer Wellington was able to kick out. Listen to this crowd. The crowd is on the referee as well. I thought I was the only one mad at the ref at this moment, but the fans are as well. I didn't hear him calling that when it was the opposite way for Breyer Wellington. Atlas is going outside the ring.
Now he's going for the high risk, it looks like.
Well, hopefully he can nail it, or we might be seeing a new Downriver Community Champion.
1 minute remains in the match.
60 seconds is left. Oh, he hurt his ankle.
Leg with that.
I think he hurt his ankle on that one. No, he's his back. Oh, a double axe handle by Breyer Wellington. This match is going to go. He's saying this is it. Instead of saying it, finish him.
All Atlas has to do is just wait this out, and he'll retain his championship.
You know, Breyer Wellington would still be one of the greats if he didn't talk as much as he does. And he's just laying on oh, what's this? Powerbomb.
It just may be over.
No! Breyer Wellington kicks out again. That is the King of Status for you right there. I told you he's a great legend.
How does he keep kicking out?
I don't know, but the time must be almost done. And there it is.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The fans are not happy about this.
They do not want a time limit draw. The ring announcer is going to get the owner at the moment.
you guys want 5 more minutes? Let's do it. Ring the bell.
We're going 5 more minutes in this match. It's been a great match, and now we got 5 more minutes added. Breyer Wellington's asking for the referee. The minutes have started. Why are we still standing here talking? Somebody needs to get going.
Both these men need help just standing up.
I see this. Breyer Wellington seems to be favoring his stomach there, probably his ribs. He's been through a war. Oh, what a low drop kick.
Both these men been through a lot.
I told you, I could have swore Atlas hurt that leg in the match, and Breyer Wellington, being the genius that he has realized that, and he's going after that leg right now. Oh.
Oh, the refs should stop the count.
Something needs to be done. They are outside the ring fighting, and the referee has not established his count yet. Oh, Atlas ducked that one, and Breyer just hit the ring post. Oh.
You could hear that chop.
They are chopping the heck out of each other. Oh. Oh, come on, ref, start your counts.
4, 5,
Stop
6.
counting. Stop counting. What is wrong with you? We are supposed to be biased. And here you are having fun at the expense of the king of status.
Hey, I'm just announcing what is happening.
Ooh.
And there was 2 chops, 2.
Look at an axe handle to the back. Another one.
Referee's finally starting this count. Fans are yelling at the ref.
I cannot see what's going on at the moment. The fans are in the way, and they are leaving the area. They are over at the entranceway of the building, fighting over here on the floor. This referee should be at a 10 count at this moment. What is going on? The pandemonium around here. I can't see. The fans are in the way. Somebody tell them fans to move.
Are they even in the building still?
Yeah, they are. They're right there. I can see someone at the feet of the fans. Atlas is the only one standing. Atlas is in the ring.
I have no idea what happened.
They're back in the ring. And oh, another cutter.
That's the 3rd one.
And no, once again, he cannot finish the man off with the cutter.
3 of them. How many is it going to take?
That's got to mess with Atlas's psyche, man. I'm telling you. You know, you're sitting here, you're fighting a guy, and you're pulling out all the stops, and you can't finish him off.
1 more minute remains in the match.
1 more minute left in overtime. Here we go. Atlas is up and misses with the, oh, what a super kick. Another super kick by Breyer Wellington. Atlas being so tall, he fell. Another, that's a 3rd one in a row.
And he still has a, well, he
Oh,
finally
there he
fell.
goes.
There he goes. He gets to cover him quickly. He has less than 60 seconds.
He come tumbling down like a tower, like a high tower.
Small tower now. He needs to cover him.
He needs to cover. What's going on? Atlas is moving. 10 seconds. Here we go, folks. Start counting it down. 9, 8, 7.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that looked like a time limit draw again.
He was a millisecond away from getting the 3 count.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been determined that the match is a time limit draw. Therefore, still your Downriver Community Champion, Brown Kickstarter, Atlas Hytower.
Hey, somebody get these kids away from the ring. What is wrong with these people?
Well, it may not be the way that Atlas wanted to retain his title, but he's still the champion.
I'm sorry to say, but Breyer Wellington won this already. That referee would have counted correctly. We would have a new Downriver Community Champion, but no, instead, we went to a time limit draw.
Well, you kind of could say that went both ways.